Hey everyone, it's Byron again, here to testify for Jesus Christ. I'm going to share a dream I had back March the 22nd of 2014. In this dream, I was in a pit. Looks like I dug the pit. My wife and son were in the pit as well. And we had some debris over the top of the pit. It was about an 8-foot deep pit and 10 by 10 wide, like a square pit built in the ground. I was looking at a map while I was there, and I realized that we were in the wilderness of Iraq. I saw a hilltop on that map and decided I'll go up out of the pit and try to find that hilltop. I did begin to start coming out of the pit, and when I did, I noticed some people that were up on top of this hill. It was about 300 meters away. And when they saw me, they raised an American flag, or the U.S. flag. And at that point, I came up out of the pit. And then they called some other people that were up on the hill with them. I couldn't see them, the other people they called in the view, but they did come to see that I would come up out of that pit. And then some of those guys that were up on the hill ran down to me. They gave me ammunition, like magazines of ammunition, loose rounds, and also a bandana. And the bandana was a United States flag bandana. They had to run back up on the hill. I could just tell that they were afraid it would be noticed out there in the wilderness that they were gone or something from the hilltop. So they quickly ran back up. I turned from them and looked down into a valley that was to, the opposite direction of the hill on the other side of the pit. And when I did, I put the bandana on, and then when I did hold that up and put it on, I guess people saw it was a U.S. flag. And then people started coming out from behind things. There was like pushed over trees and debris and stuff down in that area. People started coming up from behind things. They didn't just walk right up to me, but they held their hand up like in a fist, like in solidarity, hey, I'm one of you and kind of, you're my brother. And then a mobile kitchen drove up. These ladies were operating this kitchen, and they asked me how much food I needed, and I said, I don't even know what I said to them. But then they asked me where I was from, and I told them where I'm from. I'm from Decatur, Alabama. And they stated, we don't even know where that is. And then that was the end of the dream. Since the time I had the dream, I don't know that I came to this conclusion prior to the dream or after the dream, but I honestly do believe that America is Babylon. And if it's not Babylon, America is definitely going to be destroyed. But I have this feeling that even though I identified on the map I was in the wilderness of Iraq, that was symbolic, and I actually was in the United States after the destruction. And I can see that there's just from the dream, there's going to be people that survive the coming destruction. And I believe that you can go into the Bible and read like Nehemiah and Hezekiah, when everything laid in ruin, how things were done back then. And I truly believe people are going to come together and mainly worship the Lord the way the Lord should be worshiped after this destruction. So anyway, that was my dream and my brief analysis of what I think the Lord showed me. And hopefully some of you guys get an understanding and can help me out with that a little bit. Thank you.